Warning! Don't break into places.
This is the new SCIPRO Paranormal Extras channel, and it's the Director's Cut.
Yes, episode 1 of the Director's Cut. This is the Gary series. We're actually at the United Methodist Church in this video, and we shot this, I would say, early May.
Early May. And we had to search for an entrance, and I guess this is the most obvious entrance to the church.
Yeah, it's directly open. There's no fences to climb over, no trespassing signs. It was pretty easy to get in.
Yeah, I think that Gary pretty much welcomes the explorers. I think that if you put something on the channel and other people are interested, it's going to bring people into their city and help out with some money and help out with some other stuff.
I was reading in the newspaper that they're actually encouraging people to come to Gary to kind of explore these buildings. Now, not the ones with the no trespassing signs on them, of course, but the ones that are pretty easily accessible. Gary's pretty open to having people in to explore.
And from articles that I've read, and you've read, there's like over 10,000 abandoned places in Gary.
And 21 abandoned schools, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that you really have to worry about is what?
It was once labeled as the murder capital of the United States.
Yeah.
So, and it's a very, very dangerous neighborhood.
Hey, look, there's our SCIPRO Extras channel.
Hey, that's the one you're watching, hopefully. So we started the SCIPRO Extras channel as a way of getting content out faster so that we don't have to sit at an editing bay, which takes hours upon hours to edit, a 20-minute clip.
No.
And so you can hear yourself talking right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. We should probably pause.
That's fine. We can just keep on going.
All right, whatever. All right, so the SCIPRO Extras channel was a way of getting content out quickly and doing making of videos, getting things, just entertaining our audience, but showing things that don't quite fit on the regular channel.
Yeah.
So this building smells like piss. Just a heads up, you walk in and it smells like somebody probably urinated somewhere in the building, especially near the entrance.
Somewhere.
I don't know. Someone had to go and they didn't want to find a restroom because there is no public restroom in Gary.
Oh, yeah. That's probably something we should really tell the viewers. If you have to go use the restroom in Gary, Indiana, good luck, because there are no gas stations that have bathroom. There's no food stores or like grocery stores that have bathrooms.
Yeah, we scouted everywhere we could, and finally an employee said, you're going to have to drive to East Chicago if you're wanting to look for a public bathroom.
So if you need to use the restroom, GPS McDonald's or Burger King. We got luck at Burger King.
Yes. So there's always that. So somebody in this building obviously liked drinking because there are lots of bottles. One of the things, and it's a clip that I actually didn't use, I wound up finding needles. So that was a pretty scary thing.
Needles in a church, Jamie?
Somebody was in there using, I guess. So just be aware, if you're in these abandoned buildings, keep your eye out for your surroundings. Look at your feet. Make sure you're not stepping on an uncapped needle because they are around.
What is that stain to the left there in the middle, Jamie? It kind of looks like blood.
What, the little weirdo dude?
Yeah, this guy.
That whole
Right
stage is collapsed.
Yeah, it's probably water stain.
like rust.
And that area
could be.
back there is the one.
So yeah, that whole stage is collapsed. And the stage behind it is getting pretty close to being collapsed as well.
Now, in this building, we actually ran into some other urban explorers, and they looked like deer in the headlight when they saw us. They were just scared out of their minds because, again, like I said, Gary is a very dangerous city, and they didn't know what to make of us, and we were like, we do this all the time. So, this lonely chair clip. Okay, so if you look next to that, and I think there it is. Somebody had decided to smash their iPhone Plus. I don't know if it was a 6 Plus, 7 Plus, whatever it was, but somebody just smashed the holy hell out of that thing.
I can understand why.
I don't understand it at all, so somebody must have been robbed.
Samsung Galaxy S8 rules.
Yeah, rules something. The bargain bin.
Oh, dang. This was a weird clip. We kind of happened upon this fireplace, and it says "burn them," and it's like, what? So we just did a couple little clips there.
Yeah, we tend to goof around a bit when we do these things. If you look at the architecture, this place is absolutely stunning. Just when they built it, they used top-of-the-line materials. You would never find a building like this nowadays, a new church or anything that would be this elaborate. So I really enjoyed just looking around and just seeing the architecture. Even though it's fallen apart, it's been abandoned since the 1970s, so that's over 50 years. Just the architecture is absolutely stunning.
And only if they had some way to preserve it.
Well, turning them into movie sets is one way. So
there was a number of movies filmed in this church. Transformers 3 was filmed there. The Nightmare on Elm Street, the 2010 version, was filmed partially in this church as well.
It's a great movie set. There was a show, actually, I believe it was in the mid-2000s, maybe 2009, 2008, called Life After People. It was a documentary that was on the History Channel. What they did was they talked about this is what life would be like if people ceased to exist. This is what the buildings would look like. This is what things would look like after the apocalypse. And Gary, Indiana was featured in one of the episodes, specifically this church.
It was pretty cool of them to put like a net. All the roof has essentially fallen inwards, and that net catches that stuff so it doesn't fall on someone.
Now, one of the things about that net, though, is that some stuff has already fallen through the net, so it's not really much good. It was probably used when they were filming, and to make sure that the crew doesn't get hurt by falling debris, but it's still a holdover from that. Hey, look, that guy.
Hey, look, it's Jamie.
Yeah. He likes PlayStation, apparently.
So, yeah, those are pieces of the actual church roof.
See, I thought they were pews.
Yeah, that's actually fallen roof.
It's weird to imagine how many people have probably gotten married here. People have attended church year after year, and just to see it in this state is absolutely amazing.
And if you check online, there's a lot of people that like the rustic look in their wedding announcements or their wedding photos and have actual pictures here.
Some people love aesthetic, as it's called.
Yeah.
Everywhere, man. Your fans.
The biggest disappointment of this place was the fact that it is totally 100% worse than any of the pictures we've actually seen in the past.
Oh, absolutely.
And trying to traverse that area or feel comfortable going under that hanging wood that is about to fall was pretty scary.
When you're actually in it, and I don't know if you can catch it on the main video, but you can hear the building itself creaking and scraping and making all sorts of sounds like it could topple at any moment.
And one of the things that just amazing how big that church is, because this is one part of the building and there's probably like 4 other parts to it.
Yeah, the building it doesn't make much sense to me. It seems like there might be a school attached to it as well as some kind of theater or something. I'm not quite sure what that beginning part is all about, but this is the church portion, and it just keeps going.
Now, there was a clip of me going up those stairs, but I did not go very far because there used to be an area where you could like sit up there. That's that area right now. It's all just falling down.
Most of it, what you wind up with is stairs that go to nowhere, so stairs that will lead to a drop. And that's extremely, hey, look, it's that guy. That's extremely terrifying. So, that really annoys me. You have a beautiful place like this, and people that just tag it up with their stupid Instagram, like that's something. I'm not quite sure what the point is behind that, but there you go. I mean, oh look,
hey, look, it's Maury.
Yeah, some good editing there, Mike.
I do it when I can.
Yeah, this place I think is probably a dumping ground, moreover than anything. So people just bring their trash, will bring tires and lots of spray paint and just tear the hell out of it. It's kind of sad to see.
your mom.
And your mom is there. So, talking a little bit about this building, there you see some more of the overhangs.
Sketchy stairs.
Is it terrifying to be in this place? It can be because there are some very, very dark hallways, and it's pretty easy to trip over things. And also there is evidence that people use substances in this building, so that was a little bit terrifying. Other than that, it's really just pretty cool to walk around.
Yeah, I think that they built it up. They built up the staircase to make sure that people don't fall down in them. You know, that one staircase that we were just on had.
They rebuilt the handrails.
Yeah, so and put some danger sign there. We don't know what this area really was. It kind of looked to me that somebody was kind of living in there for a while and kind of abandoned it.
Yeah, to me it kind of looks like it used to be maybe a library. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe a library full of Bibles because it is a church.
There's only a few versions of it.
Well,
small library.
Different languages?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it just seems to keep going forever. These destroyed bricks are kind of interesting just because it's like, was that nature? Did somebody go in there with a sledgehammer and decide to destroy? I don't know. But it's pretty neat. Hey, there's my butt.
Ooh, another fireplace.
And
this is probably
That's a library.
yeah, the bookshelves give it away. And again, looking at that fireplace, that's not a cheap fireplace. That's something that took some time to
read the
build.
Bible.
So,
That is probably the best fireplace that we found that was halfway intact.
yeah. And just all of that detail that was done in there, you don't see that today.
And one of the things that we've noticed is like all of the rooms, you're seeing all these rooms, they all had some type of fireplace in them. Either they were small, they were very luxurious looking and huge, but that's just how they heated the place.
So, Mike, what are your thoughts about going back to Gary? We've had filmed pretty much all of the stuff that you're going to be seeing on the main channel in one day. We went through as soon as the sun came up. We left really early in the morning and got there about 11 o'clock and just filmed until the sun went down. Would you go back?
Yeah, I'd go back.
Yeah.
There was only one incident that was kind of a little disheartening.
Oh, yeah. So that incident, what wound up happening was after we did a shoot, which will be featured in one of our future videos, an individual started approaching myself in April, and he did not look happy, did not look, he looked like he wanted some trouble.
Yeah.
Mike walks out of the building, and the guy turns around and walks the other way.
That's what happens when you come out of the building. You go, hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo? Why would he say hooty hoo?
That's what I said.
Was he an owl?
Ooh. Ooh.
So,
Social worker's office.
yeah. So this portion is the school that we were talking about. Again, like I said, Gary has 21 abandoned schools. We covered, I think, about 3 in this day. So you'll see one in an upcoming video on our main channel, and you will see, a couple actually coming up on our main channel.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
And the other schools, nice.
This is where Jamie, I thought I scared Jamie, but he was like, oh, you didn't scare me.
I don't get that scared. But yeah, as far as the abandoned schools go, some of them, it's hard to tell because some of them are notorious, dangerous schools that people know not to even go near because that is...
No, because they have gang-related activity going on.
Exactly. And so we don't know which schools are the ones with gang-related activity. And with 21 of them, we pretty much run a big risk of getting... My big fear is getting our stuff completely stolen and not having a way to cover that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's all for the shot, Jamie. Come on.
Well, if we get our stuff stolen, we won't have the shots.
Oh, we won't have any shots, will we?
No, and then we have no way to call for help.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh man, I wasn't thinking there.
Yeah, about some of the equipment that we use. So we have these custom rigs that we use. That sort of we built. We got a what is this, a U stabilizer, which is what helps us with the stable shots. We attached a handle to them so that we can use them and maneuver them and keep the shot as steady as possible. And then we have a 164 LED light attached to the top. The cameras that we use are actually the cameras that are built into the iPhone 7 and the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus.
Whoop whoop.
So, as you could probably tell from our main channel, we did a comparison between the two, and it's pretty evident that the iPhone just beat the pants off of the Galaxy.
Oh, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Well, I'm sitting right next to one.
What an ass.
No. So, for those of you who don't know me, I am absolutely terrified of heights. That is my biggest weakness, and a lot of the places that we go to, I tend to not do so well with the high shots or going up things that look sketchy because I just don't like heights. So Mike, on the other hand, is the adventurous type. I don't know of anything that has caused Mike to worry yet, but I'm sure if you keep subscribing to our channels and watching our videos, then you will see that.
Yeah, eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, you just gotta have to go in there. So, that was weird because I didn't see those people in that first clip.
Yeah.
But those are just jeez. We found out later on that those were just explorers, and they were checking out the place. That was the second round of explorers, and actually those explorers we found at the art museum as well.
Yeah, and we talked to them, and they were actually decent people and not weird at all that we know of.
So if you guys are watching out there, hey, you guys aren't weird by our standards.
No, you're some of the more normal people that we've met. I think the weirdest people that we've ever met is when we've been ghost hunting. In like normal places. Ghost hunters, I love ghost hunters, but man, some of them are just so weird.
Quasimodo there?
Huh.
Quasimodo, he lives there.
Or is he Quasimofo?
We'll leave that comment to you, Jamie.
I think he was.
Booby trapped. Why is that booby trapped?
So we were thinking that this was not so much of a trap like we had made it out to be, but I think it was more of a set that somebody had used to...
Yeah, they had to stabilize the rig so it wouldn't fall on the person.
Right, exactly. So that's probably what that was about. We realized that after the fact.
Raise the roof.
Your typical eye that you
Those
see
eyes.
everywhere
What the heck is up with that? Comment down below if you understand the history behind the eyes of watching you.
We see these in almost every abandoned building we go to.
What do
We
you
see
think
eyes,
that used
I
to
don't
say?
understand it.
and yeah, I don't quite get it. But maybe we're just too old for that.
Maybe.
When was the last time you
And
saw
look,
one?
Dan Bell would be happy. That's some aesthetic.
There you go. What is up with those creepy chairs, Jamie?
They just sit there, and
So
who
that
knows.
amount can do
So
what they do.
we're nearing the end of this
I've seen
video, and
you
some of the things that we
do
wanted to talk
love
about.
this
We had
about
set up a
19
Patreon account. Talk about that a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, you guys can go out
Yeah,
and check
so
out our Patreon
interesting.
account if you want to support our work on this channel or the other channel, SCIPRO Paranormal. Feel free to do so. You don't even have to spend but $1 a month.
And it really helps us out because we tend to just, all of this is out of our own pockets. The gas money, the shooting, the editing, all of that. So
And that is a condom.
that is a condom. So somebody
Someone
was getting it on in that building.
Own.
Freaky deaky.
Oh yeah, kinky.
Condom.
Have a good day.